Hi everybody, it's Jill. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at a couple things. We're going to be taking a look at Kristen here, and I'm going to be talking about her and showing you her features and why I decided to get this one. And we're going to take a look at Malibu Blonde. It's the 12FS12, taking that shaded praline and giving it a lighter root. I'm going to show you the good parts about doing that and talk about it's lovely, it's a beautiful color, and also what I feel like it sort of takes away, you know, when it comes to the shaded praline, bringing it to that nice 12 root. So I hope you stick with me. All right, guys, I'm going to be inserting some footage from another recording that I did with Kristen here, and I've decided to kind of meld them together to give us this wig chat and kind of look at Malibu Blonde in one video today. Now, keep in mind right now what you're looking at is the Malibu Blonde, but I did use dry shampoo on this, and you know, I did a little bit of hairspray here and there, but not a lot. This is such an easy wear and go, you know, shake and put on and go. Maybe just a little hairspray to keep it out of your face a little, keep some of the flyaways tamed down. That's why I decided to get this wig, because to me it seemed like something that I can kind of alternate between my other go-to wig, which is Ignite. Cap construction, very similar. We're going to take a look at that as well. Very similar to Ignite's cap construction. I think if I hadn't been familiar with Ignite prior, and you know, I love, it's my favorite go-to wig, I probably would have backed off on wanting to get this wig, but I'm not afraid of a Jon Renau wig that doesn't have a mono part or a mono top of any sort, but it gives me that beautiful lace front just like Ignite. So my thought process is, you know, was like, well, okay, I deal with that with Ignite. I feel like I can try it out with a little short bob here on Kristen. So here's the cap, you guys. So we do have the gorgeous smart lace front here. We have not a completely closed cap, which I'm so grateful for, because it does have some wefting on each side, which I can feel that I can breathe more up here, you know, it's not so warm. And then, you know, we do have some permatease right in here, and I haven't even felt that or experienced it yet, but I will let you know. We do have, thank goodness, I don't think I would have ordered it if it didn't have the velvet lined ear tabs, and it does not have the extended nape. So that is one of the things that I do not get to check off my list, but I knew that when I ordered it. It does have a nice, you know, pretty, it does have the soft kind of velvet felt or velvet lining. So at least it's going to feel good against the skin back there in the nape. It has the Velcro pull tabs. And again, it's machine wefted all the way around. You're going to get some stretch. You're going to get, you know, a nice, comfortable, you can have some breathing going on there and some circulation of air. And that's the good part about having, you know, the wefted caps. Sometimes as comfortable as the hand-tied caps are, they can be warm. They can be warm for sure. So this is just a short, simple bob, you know, and I wanted it off the collar of my clothing. I just wanted something that was super easy to wear, and we'll see if I like it, because I am going to keep this. So and this is why I decided, you know what, it's a different style for sure. Having not a mono part of any sort in Ignite doesn't bother me, because it's very layered, it's kind of poofy, it's not noticeable. I was a little weary about what it was going to be like with a style like this though, because this is kind of more of a sleek style, and I'm not 100% sure I'm on board yet. It's a very new wig to me. I haven't worn it out of the house yet. I just got it. I'm recording this on Sunday actually, and I just got this one a couple days ago. So I put it on, I did my first impressions, and I will kind of intertwine that in this video so you can see what it looks like right out of the box. So before we get into looking at the Malibu Blonde a little closer, keep in mind two things. One thing is that we have put some dry shampoo on this. Very, very shiny. If you're new to wigs, that's something you have to remember. If you are ordering a color and you've previously had it in an HD fiber, it's going to look and feel a little differently in the non-HD version. That goes across the board in any brand, any color. Now with your blondes, your non-HD blonde fibers are going to look much more shiny. They're going to be very, very shiny. And I'm thinking that's probably something to do with I think I read somewhere, saw something saying that the chemical process that they do specifically with blondes and that finishing process before they pack them up is different. And so they do come to you quite shiny. There's things you can do about that. Don't worry about it too much. I did put some dry shampoo in this, and it tamed it down, I think, to a more, just it looks like healthy hair now, instead of really silicone drenched synthetic fibers, you know. So we will take a look at what Malibu Blonde looks like in an HD fiber, and so you can kind of see. And we're going to take a look at these in some natural light and outside in the sun, because it's such a beautiful day today. It's a great time to do this, so we can take a look at that as well. So let's take a look at what Kristen did look like right out of the box. Okay, so I just kind of shook her a little bit and put it on. Okay, so we still have the crisscross, beautiful crisscross part actually. So I'm going to go in there now, and I'm really excited to get rid of this. Man, am I excited to get rid of that crisscross part. It's so hard to tell, unfortunately, you know, if you're going to like a style until you get your hands in it. Okay, I'm starting to see the potential. Whew, okay. Okay, so I think we can work with this, you guys. I just kind of needed to break that part up and just kind of get the fibers loosened up a little bit. And it'll take a little while even for this to kind of do something. You know, it's got to calm down a little bit. Now, again, I have a little bit of bulkiness right through here due to my wig grip. It's probably way more bulky than it needs to be, for sure. I mean, I can feel it. So keep that in mind when we do the turn. That's what's going on there. All right, so this is right side. Why am I leaning back? Here we go. Left side. It has great movement. And the back. Love where it's hitting. Yeah. Yeah. I feel like it might be a little crooked. I feel like the whole wig is sitting just a little crooked. There. Okay, so again, this is the 12FS12. It has the lighter root, but the problem is it's kind of an orangey flare. It looks a little orangey. It's a very odd color, I think. And I'm really not digging it at all. I almost think I would I'm so used to putting up with that starkness of that 8 root against my fair skin that I'm so used to it. I really don't think it would bother me to have it. I think I would have liked this wig a lot more if it was just the 12 FS8 shaded Praline, guys, because it's missing the dimension of kind of the darker color in here. It's definitely more of a yellow hue going on, for sure. Okay, so the other thing that I kind of liked about this particular shorter bob is that it doesn't have all one length all the way to the bottom. There is some light layering, kind of really light, kind of scissoring layers right in through here, almost like razoring, and I really like that because I feel like that's much more pleasing, and I can, you know, style it and make it look a little softer around my face. So that was the other thing that drew me to Kristen. Is it Kristen or Kirsten? It's Kristen. So, yeah, I knew I wasn't going to be disappointed in the shape of this wig because it's a Jon Renau. Jon Renau, it's like any good haircut. If you get a really good haircut, it is going to, you're not going to fight with it so much. It's going to have just a beautiful shape. You're going to have lots of different options because it's always going to look good. Jon Renau is just the quintessential, like, you can count on it with just any wig that you get. At least I have never been disappointed in the shaping of his wigs, with the exception, and it's not that the shaping was bad, I just didn't understand the style, and that's Eve. I didn't understand that style at all. It was like all the same, and then there was this one long piece. I didn't understand what they were shooting for with that one, but otherwise, yeah, I can always count on a really good shape, and that I have had bad experiences with other brands, and the shaping is terrible, and I would try to fix it, and it just it's really hard. I would recommend not keeping a wig if you're fighting with that, because it's very difficult to do anything about it, and you're going to be fighting it the entire time you have it. But I tell you what, with Jon Renau, they're always done so well, and look at that. I can tell how nicely cut and shaped this wig is, so that's really great to see. Okay, so let me show you how shiny this is in some sunlight. Yeah, it's just too shiny. It is just too shiny. It's so hard to show you without being in the direct sun. Can you kind of see it? Wait, maybe it's this one that I need to open. Oh yeah, okay. Right about here, maybe. Here's a little bit of sun that we're seeing here. You know, look, I did not put any dry shampoo at all on the Palm Springs Blonde, my Ignite here, and it has just a healthy look to it. It just looks like it's healthy hair, and I actually did not feel like I had to put any dry shampoo on this. Whereas this one, I don't even know if you're seeing it, but this one is just a little over the top for me. And it's like, I don't really think anybody's hair is this healthy, where it just literally looks like it has a silicone sheen on it, you know? So that's why I am definitely going to do the dry shampoo. So anyway, I do think you should take a look at this wig if you're looking at some kind of nice price point, very well styled, cut, shaped wig, manufactured to the Jon Renau standards, but the price point's nice. I think you should take a look at this one, and keep in mind that no, while you don't have this, you do have this lovely kind of lace front here. Okay. The Malibu Blonde. So this is the Elizabeth. This is the shaded Praline. Just love this color. It's gorgeous. Okay, now we are going to look at Malibu Blonde here outside in some natural light. This is an HD fiber, don't forget. I'm going to go walk down this way. See if I can get in a little more, just a little bit different lighting. Now we're back into the shade. I'm going to kind of go back in the sun over here and show you what the color of that 12 rooting looks like in more sun. Well, sun-ish. All right, so now I have on my Elizabeth. This is modified. I cut off the kind of flippy bits down there at the bottom. They usually end up driving me nuts, so I ended up trimming it off. I did the same thing with my first Elizabeth as well, and those are the first areas that start breaking down and getting tangly. So I just kind of cut them off and live with my Elizabeth like this, and I like it. Anyway, yes, it does have that starker, deeper, darker rooting in the shaded Praline here. This is, again, an HD fiber as well. So, yep, you know, you're gonna have a much starker hairline with this one for sure. But what this darker root brings this color is so much more, I think, dimension. It is definitely its own separate look. It's its own separate color, and I think that's, if you're like me and you are all about the shaded Praline, and you're thinking the Malibu Blonde is going to be shaded Praline, but you're going to have just a better, lighter root on it. Really, I think you need to kind of nix that thought, because they really are two very separate looks and feel and color because of that change. You know, they have the same colors in them except for that 12 and the 8, you know, but it just changes the dynamic coloring that you get with shaded Praline, I think, quite a bit. I do love the Malibu Blonde, I do. I think it just kind of lost a little something that I must have really loved about the shaded Praline. I am going to try Venice because the Venice Blonde Is that what it's called? Yeah. Because although it still does have this rooting color, it still has the 8 root, it's going to give a different look because the makeup, it's much lighter. It's got some little bit different, looks like ashier blondes in it, really brighter. I'm really excited to take a look at that. Because to be honest, I know I'm fair. I know this isn't the best situation for me here. But it doesn't bother me that much. I don't know. It doesn't bother me that much at all. I just adore what's going on here. So that's just my opinion. And again, let's take a look at KRISTEN here versus the shaded Praline in the HD fiber. You know, you're getting quite a different look. And then of course that rooting is so much different. It just is. It's very different. Still very pretty. Very pretty. I do love this one. So yeah, I'm still so much in love with shaded Praline. I really am. Here's that non-mono part. Just a really easy wear, this one, which is what I was hoping for and my purpose for purchasing it again. So, and I really think she lives up to that. I do. All right, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. This is KRISTEN by Jon Renau in Malibu Blonde over here by the window in some natural light.